you made an interesting prediction. I want to play that. Here it is.
I think it's possible that we make a minor new high before the end of the month, and then we might have something like a 7% drawdown.
Since then, the Dow and S&P 500 have hit record highs. I mean, I think we're on track now for 5 days of new records. Are you still predicting a pullback, and what would be the catalyst there?
Well, as that clip said, we expected new highs by late January, which was on schedule. And I think this week is going to tell us how much further we go. You know, we were sort of penciling in 5,000, and we could maybe go higher. But from there, yeah, I think an air pocket forms because, one, as you sort of pointed out, investors will get nervous about the Fed and when they start tightening. And parabolic moves, which we've had since October of 2023, usually end in a pretty big retracement. So I do think we continue to be strong, but then, yeah, then after that, I think there's a big air pocket.
So we've talked a lot about the Fed here. Let's talk about earnings. You've got Alphabet and Microsoft tomorrow. On Thursday, you have Amazon and Meta. We've seen these big tech companies really focus on efficiency and where they're spending and where they need to pull back. And it looks like restraining some of the spending where jobs are concerned. What do you expect out of earnings, and how might that propel the markets?
Well, this is the biggest week for earnings. I mean, 108 companies report. The FANGs are reporting, both Tuesday and Thursday. And, these companies, I mean, they're big, but they do operate in different spaces. So I think if you have disappointments, let's say you have something disappointing from Apple, I don't think it's going to necessarily weaken the market broadly. It's going to hurt anyone who owns it. But I think for the most part, I think earnings have been delivering. I mean, this has been a pretty decent earnings season, and I think it's really confirming earnings this year should be up double digits.
What about the jobs report? What are you expecting to come through in that? Because the layoffs, they have been so headline grabbing, but we've seen such a labor squeeze from smaller businesses. It's not clear that they're eager to do layoffs.
The jobs report is getting harder to predict, right? Because the response rates are lower, and there's been a pretty big divergence between the household survey and ADP and the jobs report. So it is a little bit of a crapshoot to see, but it's still important. And I wouldn't want to see a really bad report. I wouldn't want to see negative jobs, but a softening jobs market would be good.
Tom, it's great to see you on this Monday. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.